welcome to this week's weekly roundup. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out this week. We've got a bunch of stuff from Chaos as well as a bunch of other cool stuff just happening. The main thing that I'm kind of excited about is the 8th Ed Apocalypse supplement has just been teased as coming out from chapter approved. We've got some awesome stuff like battle round effects such as orbital barrages, virus bombs and various other things happening. Advice on how to organise an apocalypse game. I can give you advice on how to organise an apocalypse game. Don't have a life for about 3 weeks, because you will make it way too big, and you will struggle to find space for it. If you can get your friendly local gaming store to help you run it, it will be so much better. What else have we got? We've got some awesome stuff. Come here, you. We've got some brilliant breaking news from Adepticon. Bunch of stuff for Age of Sigmar, but some of it is vaguely relevant. Just got to scroll down. Where are we? Come here, you. Where are you? Boom, 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 boom. More apocalypse. We've got another lieutenant, because we all know there is a massive shortage of Primaris lieutenants. We've got some hench Terminators coming. This is the new Space Marine Librarian. But what's really got a lot of us talking is the new Keeper of Secrets. They've done a fantastic model. Frankly, it's the first time I think the Keeper of Secrets has really looked like a model of its own. There's always been like, here is your Lord of Change, here is your Keeper of Secrets, and they've always had a very samey look. Often apart from the Bloodthirster, which looked different because it was just so massively hench. This one really, it isn't some sort of gangly weird pose like the rest of them are. It's sleek, it's seductive looking, even for a sort of weird semi-cow demon thing, which they have kept some of that going. I'm just going to enlarge the picture there. They have kept some of that going around the face, as you can see, and it really it looks much more to embody Slanesh than it does to just be some sort of random demonic thing, which I think a lot of people like. A lot of people are comparing it to the Forge World one, saying it's a hell of a lot better. I'm inclined to agree. If you don't know what the Forge World one looks like, go on the Forge World website and check it out. The rules for it are out for Age of Sigmar at the moment, but obviously being because they're bringing out a new Slanesh specific book, we don't know if the new Slanesh stuff's going to inspire a Slanesh specific 40k book, but obviously Keeper of Secrets and the other demons are available for the rules of them are available for 40k anyway. But yeah, you've got some fantastic Slanesh models that are just begging for some 40k conversions. And some awesome magical effects that again wouldn't look amiss on any battlefield. So that's pretty chuffing awesome, frankly. We've got, come here. We've seen the teasers for them, we've seen the teasers for them already, but we've got the Chaos Space Marines just come up to pre-order, and they're looking a lot more meaty. They're looking much more their own thing rather than just standard Marines covered in spikes. And that's possibly because standard Marines have moved away from the mold with Primaris, leaving Chaos Marines free to kind of dominate the Space Marine ground. And we've got these guys. As you can see, the models themselves are similar, although I suspect there's going to be a significant amount of size creep when you compare them to the older models. But we can see the poses just look like someone relentlessly moving forward. They've still got the big spiky trophy racks that you expect to see from them. But yeah, they're really meaty looking. Makes me want to play Chaos. What else have we got? Let's have a look. We've got some new stuff coming out from Forge World. The 8th book, which is Malevolence, but that's being accompanied by an amazing Sanguinius, however you want to pronounce it, model. There's Sanguinius fighting the massive demon that he kills. This is cool and fairly awesome in and of itself, but it's also cool because there's always a lot of speculation about which Primarch's coming to 40k next. And I think with the release, every time they release a Primarch for 30k, you kind of think, well, the 40k version of that's got to be shifted further back in the queue just because they don't want to do what they've just done with the Keeper of Secrets. They don't want to release 2 models and have them competing against each other, particularly if the 40k model, which is a GW model rather than a Forge World model, and thus is probably going to be cheaper, is frankly better. The Forge World Sanguinius model is amazing. Sanguinius model. The Forge World Sanguinius model is amazing, as is the Forge World model for the Keeper of Secrets. But if you, I'm just going to actually look up Keeper of Secrets on Forge World for you guys. Just pause for a second while I get this image up for you. Hey guys, I'm back. So bear in mind, this is what the new Keeper of Secrets, which has just been teased by Games Workshop, looks like, and this here is Forge World Keeper of Secrets. Now you can see they're both pretty cool models, but GW's one, in my opinion, smashes the Forge World one, just hands down. Pose, coolness, slinkiness, it has a much more sensual look to it. And whilst I'd rather not have sex with it, if that's okay, I think it much more represents Slaanesh. So we can kind of extrapolate from that the new Sanguinius model is not, means that it's unlikely Sanguinius will be coming out for 40k anytime soon, because GW just don't want to be competing with themselves, frankly. What else have we got coming out this week? Well, something which scrolled down my thing, which I just want to show you guys. Nifty company called Anvil Industries. I quickly point out, none of these companies pay me any money. If I find stuff I think you guys might find useful, and it doesn't seem like a rip-off, I just show you guys. So I think I think it might be something that might improve your gaming, because I think it might be something that might improve mine. They've got quite a few bits, but for £2 for a set of 10, you get hands. And we've got basic hand signals, the hand gestures there, and they've got tactical hand signals there. Now, if you're a Blood Bowl player like me, you do get a lot of fantasy miniatures that you want to convert, where you've got swords and other things, where you've got to try and trim it around the hand. And just being able to literally cut the hand off at the wrist and then replace it with a hand, actually fairly cool. And it's actually going to be fairly convenient. And I can imagine there's a lot of 40k uses for it as well. So yeah, these guys are called anvilindustry.co.uk. It's they're relatively cheap. You've got £2 for a set of 10 hands. Yes, it's tiny bits of resin and tiny bits of plastic, but that's not bad for 10 conversions. Particularly, for 5 conversions if you're using both hands on the conversions, or 10 conversions if you're using one hand on each conversion. That's pretty cool. Also, another one of my favourite guys, just because their stuff is so fun looking, is Grebo Games. Now they've just finished a Kickstarter, but they've got another bunch of guys coming out for Blood Bowl, which looks cool. A lot of their stuff isn't directly 40k. They do like cutesy animals and things like that. for various things like Blood Bowl. They do a lot of actual Blood Bowl stuff as well. Not 40k, Warhammer or Age of Sigmar related. To my knowledge, there is not a round, cuddly looking rock species, but frankly, there's dryads, so there might be. So even though a lot of this stuff isn't direct, it does tend to kind of fit in. But if you're a Blood Bowl fan, those are some awesome looking models. They're going to be coming out on Indiegogo apparently. Grebo Games have just closed the Kickstarter, so they're kind of feeling that if they milk Kickstarters too much, I guess it could slow things down. But apparently these guys are going to be going on Indiegogo, which is a very similar platform where stuff gets backed. So that's going to be happening soon. If you fancy some wacky looking Blood Bowl miniatures, check it out. And on the plus side, they should be fairly easy to paint because you can just dry brush stone. Lastly but not least, this isn't new news, this one. I just thought I'd mention Thrudball, which is probably the South Coast's best Blood Bowl tournament. I've been told, I haven't been to it, I'm going this year, it's going to be my first one. I'm going to be trying to do a couple of videos in the run up to it. But in Bognor Regis, which is in West Sussex in the south of England, on the 3rd and 4th of August, they've basically got a 2-day tournament. It's going to be like 100 guys. It looks really cool. It's going to involve camping, but you've got 6 rounds over 2 days and a 3-round Blood Bowl Sevens tournament. If you're not familiar, Blood Bowl Sevens is what it sounds like. You get 7 guys and a smaller pitch. It's quicker, it's faster, and it plays differently because you've got less guys to lose and less space to move around in. There's no accommodation, but you've got camping. There's 24-hour access toilets. There are showers. There's loads of trophies. What else we got? Food throughout the weekend. Barbecue. Friday barbecue, Saturday breakfast, lunch, dinner, Sunday breakfast and lunch. And there's loads of prizes and loads of other stuff. And the whole thing's actually done for charity. It doesn't make any profit at all. It's a completely for charity event. So I took Maxie, you alright? Oh. I'm going to have to go in a minute, guys. Malevolence having a bit of trouble. But yeah, it's a completely charity event. I'm very excited to be looking at it. I'm going to, the entry limit is £35 for NAF members and £41 for non-NAF members, but that includes a NAF membership, which means any other NAF events you want to attend anywhere in Britain, or I assume any NAF events throughout the world will be cheaper. If you don't know what the NAF is, check out the NAF's website. They're basically an international Blood Bowl organisation that organises stuff, keeps stuff going. They're the guys who've kept Blood Bowl going since 3rd Ed all the way up to the 2016 edition. They're basically a really cool bunch of guys that are really passionate about an amazing game. So check those guys out. If you're a Blood Bowl fan, check Thrudball out. Yeah, it looks really cool. And I'll be hopefully getting around to doing some more videos about Thrudball in the build up to it as I paint my human team and as I get my team ready for it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that as well. That's all for this week. See you guys next week. It's a little bit of a short one, but that's just because I'm knackered and it's getting late. Thanks very much, guys, and see you next time. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. Not sure why, but I am. So if you like it, see me there, and please tell your friends. Thanks very much. Bye.